Hello, and thank you for joining us. The Trade Services PIMCore implementation is not only a demonstration that we've put together for the Trade Services Coalition or group, but it's applicable to any other industrial organization, standards organizations. And what it does is it allows the standardization of data across a particular industry. In this case, you're going to see MRO goods and the like. So what we're going to talk to you about is first that data structure. And that data structure is really important because most of the time stores, B2B distributors, they get incomplete or in many ways unstructured and certainly, no common layout. So what we're able to do here is take all of that information, standardize it, test it for completeness, upload it, and provide it as a service, both for trade services to display and use with its own members, but for those members to import and use on their own websites. The second thing that we're going to talk about is that each and every one of these items, we display multiple pricing, multiple sales pricing rules so that every single company can pull in whatever their various cost might be, as well as the standardized MSRP. The third thing that we want to be able to show is one of the most important things to be able to do is to search. To be able to provide better search and find exactly what you want is a critical piece of any e-commerce system. The fourth thing that we want to talk about is the attributes, right? So being able to provide refinable attributes that go across product types, categories is really what allows you to describe things better, search for things better, and provide this as a better service to your customers. The fifth thing that we want to talk about is really then being able to drill down inside of a category, view the various products, understand all of those attributes, all of those descriptions, and of course, unique pricing possibilities. The sixth thing that we'll show you is really the descriptions. So descriptions are really difficult, right? If you're pulling it from an ERP system, for example, those aren't exactly something that you want to display on your website. So we provide a short description, long description, and of course, product details and technical details as long as you might want to be able to do. But to be able to do it in a short, concise marketing way is actually quite important. The seventh thing that we'll show you is, of course, feature benefits of those products. And one of the things is with these better descriptions, more detailed information, you're going to get an SEO uplift. The eighth thing that's really important is that with our digital asset management system, it's not just a product information management system, but you can manage any kind of digital media whatsoever, from video to photos to blueprints to any kind of technical 3D rendering. All of those kinds of things can be handled, as well as full 360-degree photography images. The ninth thing we want to be able to show you is those documents. So, right, being able to manage PDFs and documents and be able to send those and publish those that can be on a product. Well, we can also do that around kits, bundles, specific pricing, all can be displayed on a website. And so the next thing is kitting. Kitting is one of the more difficult things to do in technical products. And that is because not only are you pulling specific products, but you may be using fasteners or small parts or consumables that actually you don't sell on your website. And so how do you actually pull all that together? Well, that's one of the major benefits of PIMCore and CoreShop's capabilities in our software and what we're going to demonstrate here. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the whole demo. Well, we're here on this demo to talk about a application built by CoreShop Solutions, specifically around the idea of trade services, which is a MRO and parts and product company that works with as an alliance and trade services organization to those industries. So what we are going to show you today is a demonstration of how we've put together an application that meets their specific needs, But further, we believe it is applicable to anyone in the parts, MRO, and products kinds of industries, especially in a business-to-business fashion. So we're going to demonstrate the trade services application built by our lead developer, Eric Rojas. And with that, Eric, please take it away.
Thank you, Robert. We built this application, which is a B2C store on top of PIMCore, by using the inputs that were provided by Trade Services. Trade Services provided us with a sample of their products in a spreadsheet, in an Excel spreadsheet, with the common fields that we may find on any store that exports their products. So we have the usual suspects, such as product name, chart description, line description, maybe a manufacturer, part number, or SKU number. They also have internal ID, but the most particular and specific things that we did for Trade Services is that they have laid out their products, their catalog, on something that they call commodity codes. And they have assigned a description for every commodity code, which is pretty much like a category for any other customer. So basically what we're saying is we can have up to 5 levels deep in their catalog. And for example, this Tenflex friction tape starts at the most root level category, which is fuses, batteries, signaling, connecting, fastening, and tools. And then it goes down to connecting materials, then to tape markers, soldering, and insulating materials. And finally, we get to the 4th level, which is tape. And in this sample file that they provided us, we have between 3 and 5 levels deep for each product. And this is very important so that we will be able to see how visually and in terms of the data schema, we were able to deal with this structure. Also, something that's very important is they have created these schemas. These schemas have a set of attributes linked to them. And each schema may have up to 23 different attributes and values for them. So for example, these products that we may find in the 3rd and 4th row in the Excel file share some common attributes such as type, grade, width, length in yards, length in meters, but they have different values because there are different products, right? So they group these attributes and they assign this name to this schema. So those are masking tape attributes. And it is a good way to have these attributes, but in the database, you may find it very inefficient to store 23 fields with an attribute name and 23 fields with value for each attribute. So it's not, there's a better way, and we want to talk about this way when we get to the admin of PIMCore and we see how we tackle this. Also, at the end of the spreadsheet, in the final columns, we may see some additional information, some features and benefits for each product, which is a marketing text that was created by Trade Services, and they wanted to highlight this. Also, some more information regarding the shipping. And last but not least, we have a set of images that are attached to a product. Right now, we have only one, but we're going to be able to deal with multiple images. We're going to see how. And they also provided us with some links to PDFs that are related to technical documentation. That's coming from the manufacturer mainly. We also may have one video URL that is linked to a YouTube video, and that's something that they wanted to use in the product detail page. Because the way that they provided us this spreadsheet didn't have any customer pricing or B2B pricing, Then we added a few columns at the end. We added stores that this product will be available. We have two stores configured, one that's B2B and one that's B2C. And also we have two columns with the retail price for the B2C store and the distributor price for the B2B store. That's kind of a quick overview of the data that we got from them.